Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Ivor. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ivor Signature, forever young. I'm a makeup artist and a beauty influencer, and I have been doing makeup for 7 years now. Yay! Okay, so for a couple of you that have been following me for a while, you would know, my whole journey. I used to live in Lagos, Nigeria, and then I moved over to Atlanta in 2018. That's almost 2 years now, and things have been quite rough. Relocating and just trying to get used to the system, the whole cultural difference, and everything. For those of you that have relocated before, you know that relocating is not easy. So I'm doing this video today to share my experiences, share my stories, and advise people, people that try to relocate to another country. It doesn't necessarily have to be America, wherever it is you want to go to, or basically even if it's just a change of environment, you're leaving one state to another. I'm pretty sure you should find this video helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to know how I created this look and you want to hear my story, everything I've been through in America, make sure you keep watching. Hi guys, so I'm just going to jump right into it. I used the Omega Repair Cream Biosense and Biosense Rose Oil. You can get this from Sephora. So yeah, I just massaged all that into my skin, and then I'm just going to go right into it. Okay, so relocating. I'm going to start from the very beginning. Right now I'm using this Embryolisse moisturizer, and I'm going to be mixing it with my Becca primer because I have oily skin. The truth about relocating. So first of all, I would say if you want to relocate, be sure first of all of that's what you want to do, because to be honest, it's a lot of work. When I was in Nigeria, I was doing well. I was doing so well. I mean, I had gotten to 2017 was a very good year for me. It was amazing. I made a lot of money. People started knowing me. I started coming out very well in the makeup industry, and then I left barely a year after. So it was just like I was just getting to that phase where I was starting to get recognized, but then I now started feeling like I was not satisfied, like I wanted more for myself, and everything. So when I was in Nigeria, I had this mindset that, please, I've been here. I literally had my own apartment in Lekki. For those of you that don't know where Lekki is like one of the very expensive places in Nigeria. It's located in Lagos, which is like one of the very expensive, most popular places in Nigeria. So I had my own apartment. I was living in it was a mini flat, a room and a living room. I converted my living room into my studio, and I was doing well. I was there for a year and a half. I was able to afford my rent. I was paying all sorts of bills there, so I thought. So I'm like, okay, everybody's always talking about bills in America. For crying out loud, I'm already paying bills here. I mean, I'm paying my rent, I'm paying my, buying fuel in my generator, I'm paying data, which is, which I was comparing to like internet bills over here, and all whatnot. So I'm like, please, I can handle that and all whatnot. What I didn't realize was there's a difference between bills and bills. There's a huge difference. In America, you pay bills. In Nigeria, you pay bills. But in America, you pay bills. There's a huge difference. So when I came here, I didn't plan to stay in Atlanta. Atlanta was never planned. In fact, it was not even on the list. I didn't even know much about Atlanta. So initially, I came here January 2018, and I was here till beginning of March 2018. When I came that time, I had a lot of money. Oh my god, I was spending like an idiot. I was buying all sorts. I was happy and everything. I didn't think of saving because I'm like, I'll go back home and then I'll make more money again, and I'll be able to like survive and all whatnot. So I'll enter a store, I'm spending like $400. Let me do the conversion for you. So I want to believe that it's still 360. Calculator. So $400 times 360 is 144,000 naira, which is a lot of money. Now I'm entering a store and I'm spending that in just one store. And then when I came, the first time I was like, I had a lot of money, and then I had some jobs, some bookings. I was going from state to state, telling people I was available for makeup jobs and all whatnot. So yeah, I was making money and all what. Eventually I saved them, so I spent them. So I literally went back to Nigeria with practically nothing. And then when I came here again in May, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Now the time from when I got back to Nigeria early March till May when I came here mid-March, that was just 2 months. I didn't make money. So I was just starting to get into the industry. People were just starting to know me. And then I went for a vacation for 5 weeks. Y'all know how Nigeria is. Make parties is springing up every single day. People ain't loyal. They're going to find the next person. You understand? So going back, I was like, because I had this belief that, people come to their makeup, it's not a problem. But that 2 months, it was terrible. It wasn't that bad. I was still able to survive, but it was not enough to save me money. And then I was already thinking of leaving my studio and everything. So it wasn't even 2 months, because I was, the time that you're preparing to leave, you're now planning to sell everything, so it wasn't exactly 2 months. So I can literally say that I did not make enough money. In fact, I didn't make money, when I went back. So I literally went back to Nigeria broke, and then I was coming to America. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I came to America with $1,000. So you see, all the money I made from selling my stuff in my studio, that's what I used to come here. I came here with $1,000. Like, when I think about it, I'm like, did I really do that? So I came here, but I had faith. And before I came, I already had a job here in Atlanta. So I was like, when I come, I'm going to make money. And, I thought it was going to be like the holiday. I'm using the Lancome Tint Adult Foundation in 500. Oh, sorry. The Lancome Tint Adult Foundation in 500. This is like my favorite foundation. I love it. It covers up. Guys, look at my skin. I purposely did this, made sure it was my skin I was doing in this video so that you guys can see how bad my skin is right now. When I was in Nigeria, my skin was not this bad. Not to say that there's anything wrong with America, but that whole mentality. This is me just trying to cancel the whole mentality that people have about abroad. See, that whole mentality of when you are in abroad, everything is fresher, your skin is this, your skin is that, your pictures are lit. I remember having an argument with my friend. Who was it? Was it the seller of Femi? I can't remember who in particular, but I was having an argument with one of them one day, and they were saying that look at the pictures we took it abroad. Like, you can tell, like, the whole scenario, everything was just different than when you're in Nigeria. I bet forget that one. If you go to a very good background, a nice place, picture quality place in Nigeria, you get as good backgrounds. It doesn't have anything to do with the sun or the pollen in the air. Everything is the same. It's the same. So I don't know if it was stress, but this started like it's about a year now. It started last year, February. My skin just took a whole different turn. I'll look for a picture and post, somewhere here. But yeah, my skin just took a whole different turn. I started having acne, bad ones, pimples everywhere. My forehead was terrible. Like, everything was, God, it was ridiculous. I was just going through that phase of my life. I don't know if it was stress or if it was something I was eating. See, for my own father to even tell me, Ube, you need to calm down. Like, imagine a man actually noticing those things. It's like, you need to calm down. Look at your face. You're not looking good at all. Like, it was terrible. My birthday this year, I couldn't do a photo shoot. I couldn't do it. By the way, shout out guys, my birthday is coming. Oh! I'm planning something really grand. I'll let you guys know. But anyways, my face turned out to be so terrible. And y'all know I never used to do skincare or anything of sorts. I still don't. The only reason why I have this Biosense product is because when you get stuff from Sephora, you acquire points, and then when you get to a particular point, you can redeem gifts. So I redeemed this product, but I'm trying to find like the best skincare to take care of this. It has reduced, trust me, it was so terrible before. So I'm trying to find like the best skincare to take care of this, but I really thank God for my life. So all y'all thinking that, oh, America is the shit, when you're abroad, you have like the best skin or the best this or the best that. Girl, it doesn't work that way, okay? So back to what I was saying. I came to Atlanta. I had a friend then here in Atlanta, so I stayed with her, and then I went to do the makeup jobs. And then after that, okay, so the day I was going to the hotel to make the two ladies up. The Uber guy that carried me, he was like literally talking to me about Atlanta, telling me that, oh, they have more studios here in Atlanta than in LA, that everything is coming to Atlanta right now, that I should consider it, blah blah blah. And of course I asked him about the cold. That's one thing. I'm like, okay, how's it in the winter and all whatnot? And he's like, it's not so bad, it's very doable, like it hardly snows here, and everything. So I was like, oh, okay, I can definitely consider that. So I had Cali, New York, and Houston in mind. I didn't choose New York because I can't stand the cold. Cali because it was too expensive. So I was like, okay, Houston is just the best option right now. And most of my friends and everybody that I know is in Houston or Dallas, Texas in general. So yeah, I started to consider Atlanta, when he told me that and everything. And then I definitely preferred it to Houston in the sense that I was like, oh, someday I want to like hang out with celebrities and all whatnot. I'm like, I haven't really heard of a lot of celebrities coming out for like in Houston, and but there's a lot of them here in Atlanta. Like you can be walking on the street or go to the mall or something one day and then you just bump into a celebrity. So I was like, oh, okay, I started looking into Atlanta, doing my research and everything. It wasn't so expensive to live here, unlike Cali and New York, So I was like, okay, it's definitely something to consider. So I was like, okay, so it's going to be Atlanta for me. And then fast forward to coming down here. So my friend's cousin was actually moving down here. So we agreed to be roommates and everything. And then in America, you have to have like credits and all those, all those things to like do anything. I'm like, please, I'm coming from a country where we don't do credit. I don't want to owe you. Is it by force? But it's by force here. Like you literally have to have like credit history for you to be able to do anything. If you want to rent an apartment, if you want to, whatever it is you want to do, you need to have credit history here. So like, okay. So eventually we got an apartment together. I couldn't get an apartment because I didn't have any sort of credit history or whatever. So he got it. And then we lived together and everything for a couple of months. Anyway, so it introduced me to bills. Like I started paying bills. Now the conversion rates, guys, what I would say is if you are making money in Naira, and then you're coming to spend it here, of course you'll be converting, and then that's when you actually notice the whole conversion and everything. That's when it should actually pay you. But if you're now living here and you're working here, you need to stop converting. So when I tell my friends back in Nigeria how much I pay for rent, I'm paying as much as I was paying like $700 to $800 then, $800. Let me convert it. So $800 times 360, 288. They're like overwhelmed, like what the? How can you be paying that amount for a month? But I'm just like the average person over here. So I worked all sorts of menial jobs and whatnot. I'll get into that. But the average, let's say you're working and you're earning like $10 an hour. That's for like menial, jobs. So $10 times 40 hours a week. So that's $400. When they take out tax, you're probably making like, let's just say 3 something. You're making After tax, I mean, depends on how many dependents you have. But let's just say like a single girl with no kids and whatever, you're making, let's just say like 320 or 300 max, but 320. So you're making 320 in 2 weeks. That is what, 640, and your rent is like 800. Well, that's actually a very low one. But basically, most people that do those kind of jobs, you can't be earning $10 an hour job and you are still working just one job. You have to work two jobs. So basically, if you're working two jobs and you're making more money, you should be able to make at least 1,000. You're either making 1,000 in 1 week or you're making 1,000 in 2 weeks. No, you are either making 800 in 1 week or you're making 1,000 in 2 weeks. So you're making 1,000 in 2 weeks and you're paying 800 at your rent. So I mean, you still have what, 2,200? It's my math correct right now. But no, sorry, that's that's so wrong. 1,200 to save up. Jigget. So that's very much doable. But in Nigeria, you're not making $300 in 1 week. I mean, except if you're an entrepreneur, you make parties or whatever. In Nigeria, they're paying you like monthly. So if you're earning 150,000 naira, you're earning 150,000 naira. You cannot be earning 150,000 and be comparing or thinking that, oh my god, paying $800 in 1 month for your house rent is ridiculous. It really isn't, because in a week you're making like 100,000 plus, if you convert it. So I had to like stop converting. I started working, I started doing menial jobs. It was not the best feeling, to be honest. To stand for like 8 hours trying to make money, stand for like 12 hours. Now when I moved to Atlanta, before I moved to Atlanta, I moved to Atlanta in September. Between May and September, I was globetrotting everywhere. Like I literally had places to go to, and I was still making money because I still had like a few makeup jobs. I was going to Dallas, I was going to, Jersey, like Boston. I was frequenting those places, and then when I finally moved to Atlanta, I was like, oh, thinking that everything was going to be perfect and everything. Meanwhile, I had a few jobs, but like it was not enough to like leave. So, and then I had to like get stuff done as well. So I started borrowing money from friends and family here and there. And I hate borrowing, but I had to survive because I'm like, there's nowhere to run to here in America. I need to pay my rent, I need to do this and that. So eventually I had to borrow a lot of money. And then I was now paying back small. But anyways, back to when I moved to Atlanta. When I moved to Atlanta, I thought it was going to be all rosy and all whatnot. And then I got the shock out of my life. The Atlanta that I decided to move to. Transportation in Atlanta. If you are moving to Atlanta, you need to know how to drive. So I moved to Atlanta, and then the transportation, I was living in Norcos, which was like away from it's not basically away from everywhere, but like you don't have buses. First of all, transportation in Atlanta is terrible. Talk less of when you're not living in those places that take you like 5 miles or 3 miles, first of all, to get to the bus station. It was terrible. So like I had to like Uber everywhere. That took a lot of my money, to be honest. Shout out to Evita Joseph. I love this her face paint brush. I've been using it since Nigeria and I'm not getting rid of it anytime soon. Anyway, so yeah, I had to take Uber everywhere. So imagine me like making $350 in 1 week, and I'm practically spending like $150 on Uber. Jigget in 1 week. So there was no means to save. I was still trying to pay up bills and everything. There was a time I had already acquired like 10k debts. I kid you not. I'm not even joking. Since I've been in America, I've been paying off debts till I paid it up until September last year. That's when I paid my final debt. I'm like, thank you, Jesus. I'm finally debt free. But who will know? I did it quietly, So anyways, so I had to like survive. Transportation was bad, and then that's another reason why I had to stop doing makeup for a while. So basically, I came to Atlanta. I got a few makeup jobs here, but then everybody wants me to come to them, and they're not ready to pay the cost of Uber. Like, how do you want me to come to you? Okay, so if I'm coming to you now, Uber is probably going to cost me like $30 to go, $30 to come. Depends on how far you are. And did I say that in Norcos? Norcos is literally very far from everywhere. So anyways, So Uber is going to cost me like $30 to go, $30 to come back. So that's $60. I'm charging like $80 to $100 on for your makeup. So am I supposed to spend $60 on Uber just to come and meet you? Okay, come meet me, but no, it's too far. So I was always getting that kind of, that whole vibe and everything. So I saw that, okay, you know what? If I have to put makeup on hold for a while just to like settle myself, then I'm gonna do that because I need to be sane. I was already getting into depression mood. Like there are times that I'll even go on my Instagram, like I just need someone to talk to. I start crying. I was not motivated to do anything. There was just nothing to do, and I really did not have friends like that or anybody here in Atlanta that I can say, okay, I'm just running to. I had started paying bills. I was paying rent. Everything was just, oh gosh, it's so hard to do makeup and talk. Okay, thank God, it wasn't so bad. So anyways, everything was just so bad. I was crying, I was sad, I was getting depressed. And by the way, guys, when you hear people say depression, I know then I used to be like, oh, I'm Nigerian, we don't do that. Depression, what's depression? Girl, depression is real. I've experienced it firsthand. It is real. So when you hear people who committed suicide or whatever, I mean, God, I'm never going to get to that point. I love myself too much. I love this life too much to just live without making a name for myself or making something for myself or having a family, having kids or whatever. I need to experience life. But see, not everybody as tough as that. Some people they just get to that point where like, I can't do it anymore. So if you hear of people, being depressed, committing suicide, you need to like be there for them. Literally be there for them. Like I cannot overemphasize that it is real and it is not a funny thing. Trust me, it is real. Anyways, so I was depressed, I was upset, like everything was just pissing me off. And then next thing I'm like, okay, you know what? I had to put makeup on hold just so that I can achieve my dreams. I'll do that. And that's why I had to stop makeup for a while. Now I've been trying to come back, but obviously if you've been out of the game for this long, you're not just gonna come back like that and think that people are there just sitting down waiting for you. I had this policy when I was in Nigeria that it's very disrespectful, when people are looking up to you and then you're not even showing up, you disappoint them. That's how I was feeling when I moved here. Like sometimes I'll just be crying, I'll be like, oh my God, I'm letting a lot of people down. But I had to come to this realization that, see, if I don't get my sanity and do this thing for myself, people are going to move on, which eventually happened. People are going to move on, and if anything happens to you or your mental health, nobody's really, they'll probably just mourn you for a while, and that's the end. They move on. If you guys recall, there were times last 2 years when I went on my social media, I started ranting about stuff. Everything I said was actually true, but it was also that part of me being depressed and being very unhappy and okay, did I make the right decision and whatnot. Yeah, it was also coming from that angle. Right now I'm using the Zara Cosmetics concealer. I love this concealer so much. If I run out of it, I don't know what I'm going to do. I got the NARS concealer, but I'm not really a fan of it. But I love the consistency of this. I'm using, what are the colors? Light and deep. I think the one in between was my shade, but I don't have it anymore. So I mix both this and the darker one together. Anyways, so back to what I was saying. So I had to stop doing makeup. I had to start working. I did all sorts of menial jobs. I did a lot of I was working in a freaking warehouse. Guys, you know what warehouse is like? We're literally we're packing papers. I'm standing 8 hours, 10 hours. It was ridiculous. It wasn't even fun at all. So I read somewhere that you have to, if you're ready to get what you want, you have to sacrifice some things. So I was like, okay, this is all going to be worth it in the end. I drew closer to God. Trust me, when you're in another man's land, you have to draw closer to God because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So I drew closer to God. I had to start doing DoorDash. DoorDash is like Uber Eats. It's like going to people's house to deliver food. You have people disrespect you and all whatnot. It's crazy. I put on the app, get orders, go pick it up, go to someone's house and deliver it. So I was literally like an Uber driver, but I was just delivering food. So basically, that's what I had to do because I was paying bills and everything. Like, let's just say an estimate of my bill. If I'm paying rent of like 800 in a month, estimate of my bill is like for a month, like gas, electric, what you call it, your internet bill and all whatnot. I'm literally paying like $1,000 or more, 1,000, 1,200. So you need to at least be making $2,000, and you cannot be making 320 a week for you to be making, to be able to survive that kind of life. Do you get? And trust me, my life was not even the most expensive. In fact, it was not even expensive at all. Guys, I'm so sad right now. I did not realize that my video had stopped recording. There was a lot I said and I just lost it. Ugh. Still trying to get used to this whole thing. But anyways, what I was saying was I worked in the freezer. There were times that, like I work in my warehouse, I'm up 7:30 in the morning, and then I have to like be at work at 9 o'clock in the warehouse where I work, and then I'm working till like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and then I have to be at my second job at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. and then I'm there as the freezer. So like 2 a.m. I leave 2 o'clock, get home like 2:30. So I'm going to bed between 2:30 and 3, and I have to be up 7:30 again. So I was literally sleeping like what, 4 hours, 5 hours, And I was doing that every single time. That's why my whole face is like so messed up. Like, I feel like it's the stress, but who knows, it may be something I'm eating. It just could be anything else. But yeah, I went through a lot, So if you want to relocate, you need to think about that. And it doesn't matter if you're going for school, whatever. Like, you need to also think about all those things. You need to consider what state is going to pay me. If you want to move abroad, it's really not easy. Everything that you thought about abroad when you were in Nigeria, so you need to cancel it and just change that whole mindset, because abroad is not what people think it is. You will pay bills. Like, the difference is very, very clear. Yes, you are working and every day, the money is matching up, but the way the system is set up in such a way that you just cannot avoid it. Maybe if I had a lot of money and I was paying my rent, like I paid my rent yearly, maybe I won't feel it that much. Do you get? But you are paying monthly, so obviously you are feeling like before you spend 1 week now, you're already thinking of I have to start setting out my rent to the end of the month is coming. I had to endure and everything. That's why I had to stop makeup. I had to just focus on surviving and everything. And I'm so happy because right now I've paid off my bills. I paid off my bills last year September. That was like I paid the very last one last year September. Now I'm just doing stuff for myself. I just got a new car. I'm in an apartment. Where they pay me rent. I have to pay me rent. So yeah. So like, everything is good. I'm already thinking of how I want to get my house. I'm just thinking about the future. Plans are already being set in place. I'm trying to come back into the makeup industry, but to be honest, right now, I don't think I want to go back into like doing. I mean, I'll still be doing people's makeup. Don't get me wrong, but now I'm thinking like focus more on. Sorry guys, I'm using the Huda Beauty. I'm so sorry, it's so difficult to talk. I'm going to get used to it, trust me. The Huda Beauty setting powder in Kunafa. That's what I'm using. Anyways, so I'm already thinking of how I want to get a house by the grace of God very soon, next 1 year, 2 years, or who knows, maybe even this year. I'm already thinking like long-term goals and everything, how I want to take my microblading seriously now. But like, do I really want to be jumping from one house to another? No. What I want to really do is sit down and be doing my YouTube. Because before I came to America, I was thinking that, if I eventually come here, I want to focus on beauty influencing. I used to look at likes of Sheila, when Anastasia Beverly Hills be taking them to Bora Bora and all those places. And I'm like, oh my God, I want to be like them someday. That's what I want to do. Do you get? So I would still be doing people's makeup, but it's going to be on the low. I'm not really going to be pressing for that. I'm more interested in getting my own self out there. People knowing me as a beauty influencer and everything. So that's what my channel is going to be about now. I'm going to be doing makeup, but I'm still going to be talking about life lessons. So I'm trying to deviate from the just doing makeup, because people don't really watch makeup videos again these days. I mean, what was I really thinking? I haven't been in the business for a while, and then I think I'm just going to come back and everybody's going to be, oh, I'm going to go watch her video. I mean, there are likes of making tutorials, like there are a lot of them. Like, I know people who actually go on, and go and watch their videos before they start thinking, oh, this girl is back. Do you understand what I'm saying? Even I wear your shoes, that's what I'll do. I'm just being honest with myself. Do you get? So what I want to do is, I'm still going to be giving you guys makeup content because I don't want to deviate from that. I still love to do makeup. It's what makes me happy. It's my passion and everything. I go to my 9 to 5 job, I'm like, ugh, ugh. Oh my god. There was a day I was even crying. I started crying. I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god, is it not 4:30 already? And I'm just there for 8 hours. Meanwhile, if I'm doing makeup and I'm sitting down, like I'm standing up for 8 hours, I really won't feel a damn thing. Like if I'm doing it for 12 hours, I'm excited, I'm happy, I'm more concerned about the looks I'm creating on people's faces or on my face or whatever. Do you understand? The reason why I have to put doing makeup on people's faces on hold for now is because I cannot be doing my 9 to 5 and still think that I'm going to be able to do YouTube and still do makeup on people's faces. Hell no. That's just going to be a lot, So I'm just going to focus. The 9 to 5 is to pay my bills, and then I'll focus on growing my YouTube. So please, I beg you guys, in the name of God, help your girl, because I'm trying to come back, and I'm trying to come back with a bang. Well, I'm sure you guys want to see another Nigerian YouTuber representing y'all in the abroad, going for Bora Bora trips, working with Anastasia Beverly Hills, working with Fenty. I want to work with Fenty. Okay, let me stop my wishful thinking. I have to come back first of all before stuff like that can start happening. But yeah, I'm sure you guys want to see stuff like that, and really, honestly, I want to do stuff like that too. So you guys should help your girl. I'm really trying to get to 1,000 subscribers because with YouTube, because of the whole algorithm and whatever, you cannot monetize or do whatever till you have at least 1,000 followers. And I think right now I'm on 500 or 600 thereabout. So I just need a couple of more hundreds to get to 1,000. So I really need you guys to support your girl. And then don't just stop at 1,000. Keep subscribing because I need it to get to that point where brands can start reaching out to me to review their products and everything. I can start doing sponsored advertisements, sponsored videos, and all whatnot. But anyways, we'll get to that point. This is the first video, so let me not be too forward. By the way, guys, I'm sure you guys are going to notice a difference in my video setup. Shout out to Laifa, shout out to Kelechi Mbemina. I spent over 12 hours of my day watching her videos, and then I literally had to get everything. I got my softbox, Amazon saw my card. So I'm like, oh, the quality of my videos have to be better, so I'm really glad I did that. Kelechi, thank you so much for what you're doing on YouTube. I pray you keep getting more subscribers, keep doing what you're doing. You're really helping a lot of us out here that have been struggling for the past how many years. Do you guys know how long I've been on YouTube? I'm just you know what? If I'm going to come back, I have to come back with a bang. I can't mess it up this time. Do you understand? Damn. How long does it take for somebody to fuck up and get it right? Because I just felt you know what? I'm just going to take my time. And guys, I promise you guys, now that I have everything, I'm happy the way everything is going. I'm going to try as much as possible to be more consistent. I already have everything in plan. I've made decisions, I've come to terms with so many things in my life, things that I'm okay, you know what, I have to let this thing go. I cannot focus on everything at the same time, so I am really happy, and I'm really going to try as much as possible to be really consistent. Okay guys, so another thing I want to talk about is food, what you should expect. Now in America, they have Nigerian food. You just need to go to the African store. Right now I have egusi, I have banga, I have beans, I have stew, I have all that in my fridge. So the only thing is, it is quite expensive. Now if you're looking for a business to do here in America, African food, only an African store is actually it. Like, I've actually thought about it a couple of times, how I want to start own my African store here in America someday, you know. So it's a good business. I just put my mother in charge, put my father as the accountant. Racism, have I really experienced racism here? I really haven't, to be honest. Like, if I did, I would definitely let you guys know. But there are times when people say some stuff to me and I'm like, okay, I really don't take it as anything. And then a friend of mine is like, oh my god, why would he say that? I'm like, okay, maybe I just don't know how to identify like when someone is being racist, but I don't really have much to say about that. So what I would say to people that want to relocate, just know, like, do your research, find out where you really want to go to. If you do not know how to drive, or you don't see the possibility of you driving, at least for the first 3 months when you get here, or let's say 6 months, then you really want to consider another state, not Atlanta. You want to consider going up north. If you're not looking for how, like, you don't want to be in the cold, you really want to consider, not going up north, instead going to places like Texas or Atlanta or any of all those places. So everything just depends. Like, do your research and everything. Yeah, so what I wanted to press on, when you finally relocate, because a lot of people were telling me back in Nigeria, oh, you have a skill, you'll be fine, don't worry. See, let me just tell you people now, it's not going to come to you on a platter of gold. If you have enough money to not to pay rent or any of all those bills, or you have a place to stay, sorry about that, guys, or you have a place to stay where you're not paying rent or any of all those things, then you're good. But if you're like us, that you come here and you're struggling like us, my dear, you have to think about the jobs that you're going to do. So if you are going to like work menial jobs, it's not the best, trust me, but like, you gotta do what you gotta do. I had to work menial jobs for a long time, so just be prepared for that. Basically, I'm just trying to prepare you guys, that's all. And then, like I said, every mentality you had about about America, when, like, right now as you're in Nigeria, wherever it is that you are, or any mentality you had about abroad as a whole, just take it away from your mind, because it's not the same thing. When you get here, you experience real life. Like, it's crazy. If you think you'll be paying bills, wait till you get abroad. Or more, you will pay bills, but think about it this way. Imagine if you're making all that money and then you now start saving and everything, and then you go back to Nigeria. Do you know what? $1,000 is what? How much is $1,000? Let me look at it. My maths is so bad these days, and I used to be very good with maths. Calculator. See, I'm opening clock. $1,000. Sorry, I meant to say 1,000 naira divided by 360. That's what? $2.07. That's almost $3. What is $3 here? You can't even do anything with $3. So, and then imagine like taking an Uber 3,000. You're not spending money now. Do you understand? So imagine like having all that money saving up. And honestly speaking, I want to cancel this mentality that people have of people being abroad and making money. People think that, okay, you are making money in dollars, so obviously you have money. We are paying bills in dollars as well. So it's not exactly like matching, like, I mean, it's matching up, but like, it's not like the money is there. Well, I've been blessed with family and friends that don't really stress me. Do you get? I mean, they don't even stress me at all. So thank God for that. But for other people, like, especially when somebody just moves, you need to give them time to be able to sort themselves out, figure out things, start saving. Do you understand? Because there are a lot of people here that cannot even afford to pay their rent, but yes, they are still taking care of somebody. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't look out for your loved ones. I'm totally in support of you looking out for your loved ones, but loved ones also, think about the well-being of your family member, because you don't want them to go and suffer depression and do something really bad to themselves, or just because they feel guilty that they are not able to help out. Do you get? So encourage them and everything, and don't make them feel like you're earning all that money in dollars and they cannot even do it. I'm so sorry, guys. I shouldn't have been doing that. I just started chilling. So I'm almost rounding up my makeup. I think I've talked about everything I thought to talk about. And right now, I'm just going to start answering the questions that you guys left on my Instagram page. I left a post some weeks ago, like about 2 weeks ago, asking what questions you guys wanted to ask, because I wanted to do this video, and some of you left a couple of things, so I'm just going to be answering them. Let me look for them. How did you get clients to know you abroad? Well, friends, word of mouth is very strong. That's number one. Friends of friends of friends of friends, that's another one. And then also, the first thing you need to do is reach out to people on Instagram, DM them, tell them you want to beat their faces and everything. Because I did that a few times and it got me a couple of people. Do you get? You want to beat their faces? Yes, you're going to do free jobs for a while on some people. But like, did y'all see how I started the year? I did Asian dolls makeup. Thank you so much. Shout out to Jonathan. Shout out to Bisola Shabi. She was the one that told me about the post, and I went on this post straight up because he was looking for a makeup artist in Atlanta. So I reached out, and then he reached out to me, and that's how I did Asian dolls makeup. But anyways, as I was saying, you reach out to people on Instagram, DM them, tell them that you want to slay their face, you really appreciate the opportunities. And it doesn't just have to be celebrities. Focus on models, fine girls that can actually sell your market, not just your friend, because you think your friend, because this person is your friend, you think that, oh, okay, let me do her makeup and everything. No, if she cannot sell your market, she may be beautiful, but she may not know how to smile, she may not know how to pose, she may not be fine enough for what you're trying to achieve. I believe in two things. It's either you're making money out of it or you're getting referrals from it. So if you're making somebody's makeup for free, you need to actually look at, if I do this person's makeup, am I going to be able to get clients, future clients? If yes, then go ahead. If not, please collect your money. Especially in this America, nobody does free job, my dear. So yeah, that's how you get clients to notice you. The things you miss, the differences, what you would change, and what you're happy for. So I already spoke about some of the differences. The whole mindset of you are paying bills in Nigeria and you think that it's the same thing here. It's not the same thing because there are two different types of bills. So what you would change? Will I really change anything? I feel like the whole system here is just amazing because it allows you to do whatever it is you want to do. So I actually like that, but I also miss the whole Nigeria vibe. There's just something about Nigeria. Honestly, I miss Nigeria. I don't even know how to place it. I just miss home. Let me just call it home. It's just home. Like, okay, so what I miss tasty fried chicken. I'm not even going to lie. I miss tasty fried chicken, and I miss exotic pineapple and coconut, because that's my favorite drink. Most of you that know me would know that I love that drink, like to death. I love that drink. So those are really the things I miss. I miss my family, but I literally talk to them every day. We're always on FaceTime talking. If it's about people, I talk to everybody, to be honest. Like, I talk to everybody. Sometimes I get to work in the morning and I'm like calling my dad. I'm like, hey daddy, how are you this morning? I just wanted to say hello, greet you, say good morning, have a blessed day. I do that very often. Ooh, bathe in it. So I do that very often. I talk to my family every time. So if it's about people, I miss my friends, but like I said, I still talk to them. I call my friends every single time. What I'm happy for growth. When I was in Nigeria, I didn't have a car. I didn't even dream of getting a car. I didn't even know where the money was going to come from. I mean, I was making money, but like I said, I was living from hand to mouth and everything. So yes, I'm happy for growth. I'm already thinking of how I'm going to get a house. Like the system is just so good that things just work. Do you get? So I'm happy for growth. I'm thankful, and or whatnot. What's your skincare routine? Do I really have a skincare routine? I just showed you guys all that. See, I really don't do anything. I'm still one of those people that use their bathing soap to wash their face. Like, it's so bad. I don't know if that's because of my problem. Please, if you people have like amazing skincare routines that you can introduce me to, please, I really need this because I need my face to slay for the gods. I cannot be a beauty influencer and be having all this, acne and all whatnot on my skin. I'm using the Candid Glow Younger Beauty by Younger Beauty in this is what O'Shea. So that's what I'm going to be using to glow up my cheekbones. what inspires you right now? What inspires? That's a very good question. So right now, I'm inspired by growth, the willingness to move forward. Every time I get so depressed and angry and everything, I think about how I was doing in Nigeria and how far I've come. I think of the fact that people actually look up to me. If I'm going to come back, I want people to actually see the best of me. I think about doing the best for myself so that my kids would, reap the, how do they speak this English? So that my kids will reap the fruits of my labor. I was trying to remember that for the longest time. I think about myself. This brings me happiness. I'm more happy. There was a time when, I'd not come back to wake up fully. And then if I'm not working weekends, because I've had like a really, really stressful week, so I happen to be off one day, I'll start feeling terrible, like, oh my God, I'm not making money today. America instills that on you. Like when you don't make money one day, it makes you feel like you always need to get more. I mean, yes, you always need to get more, but you don't need to pressure yourself into doing that. America actually makes you feel like, oh my God, you are doing so terrible. You have to make money every day. So I had to come to this realization that, see, if I fall sick, all this money that I'm making, I'm going to end up spending it in hospital. I don't have insurance. Thank God I don't fall sick. Hardly fall sick. But yeah, those are the things that inspire me to do better than what I'm doing. When I was coming to America, I was doing so well in Nigeria. I was getting to that point where people were beginning to notice me. So do I really want to just come here and just be very average? No. I'm Nigerian. I want to be the best amongst the best. Do you understand? So that's what inspires me to keep growing. You guys, I see that you guys are watching. So I want you guys to also know that, okay, it is possible. You can go absolutely somewhere, and then even when the trying gets tough, you can still beat it. Do you understand? So those are the things that inspire me. And then it's just like, most importantly, it's self-happiness. Like, I'm doing what makes me happy, because this life is short, to be honest. So you want to make sure that you live it to the fullest. Like, you want to be sure that, okay, I want to make a name for myself. Like, I want to. Let me play this song for you guys. It's my favorite song, and it really inspires me. Sometimes when I'm feeling so down, I'm like I just put it on and then I play it. It really, really inspires me. And it's from one of my favorite artists, Lady Antebellum. It's called I Was Here. So just listen to the words, guys. Maybe I'll ride like train road. Maybe I'll clean like Van Gogh. Cure the common cold. I don't know, but I'm ready to start, 'cause I know in my heart I wanna do something that matters. Say something different, something that sets the whole world on its ears. I wanna do something better with the time I've been given, and I wanna try to change a few hearts in this life. Be nothing less, something that says I was here. Okay guys, so if you want to listen to the rest of the song, go check it out. It's by Lady Antebellum and it's called I Was Here. So I've answered all the questions that I got, and yay, I'm done with my makeup. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go take out these bending rollers, and I'll come back and say my final goodbye. Hi guys, so welcome back. This brings me to the end of the video. This is the complete look with the hair down and all whatnot. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys found it very enlightening, inspirational. I hope I was able to impact as much as I can to you guys and clear some doubts and change some mindsets. If you really like this video, please do make sure to give it a thumbs up. It's very important. Your engagement on the videos actually, help. It goes a long way with this whole YouTube algorithm. So please do make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to leave a comment on the comment section below if you have questions, more questions, maybe things that I didn't touch. If you have questions, make sure to leave a comment on the comment section, and also make sure to subscribe to my channel, please guys. It's very important. If you made it to the end of this video, you will know that I have decided to switch up my YouTube channel a little bit. So now I'm going to be doing makeup, but amongst that, I'm doing other things. I'll be doing inspirational talks. I'll be literally talking about life, talking about stuff. It doesn't even have to be like, it could be just one gist or whatever, you get. So like, and then I also make sure to like put in a little fashion, into the whole thing. So it's just basically going to be makeup, lifestyle, everything related. I'm not just sticking to just makeup now. So guys, tell your friends to tell their friends to tell their friends that Ivor is striving to be one of the top Nigerian influencers in the United States. And with your help, guys, I know y'all can make that happen. I love you guys so much. And before I leave, guys, don't forget the 3 secrets to staying forever young. Live, love, and laugh. See you guys in my next video.